Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may find yourself. My name is Mr. Williams, and we're going to be covering the next topic, which, if you haven't seen my last video, please check that one out. But maybe you already have the understanding on how to solve two-step equations, and so we're going to get started. Now, in the same way that I showed you this concept that is new, but it's really not new. It's built off the foundation that you already have. So you want to build on a firm foundation so that we can build on top of that and create something great. You don't want to be like the man who built his house on the sand, and when the winds came and the rains came, that house crumbled. And so, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is the method that we'll be using in order to solve this problem. And so the first thing that you want to do with 20f plus 10 is equal to a negative 170. You want to start with the S. You start looking for subtraction because we're solving for the variable. And so do we see subtraction here on this side? No. And so you go to the next thing, which is adding. And we want to look for adding, not for multiplying. We want to look for adding. And this is adding 10. And in that same light of comparing two things, which in Proverbs, it makes a lot of contrasts, you want to do the opposite of plus 10, and you're going to subtract 10. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. One of the things that makes God just is that his word says it doesn't just rain on the unjust, but it rains on the just as well. And so everybody has been revealed the glory of God. And so, like I was saying, you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And 10 minus 10, that's going to go away. And then you're going to be left with 20f, which you'll just bring that down. You have 20f is equal to, now I didn't get to explain what's about to happen right here. Maybe you have some prior knowledge on integers, but let me give you a phrase that we'll be working with. And here's what it is. Same signs add, different signs subtract. And if you look at the sign here and here, they're both the same. And so we're going to add them together and you're going to get 180. And then to figure out, 180 and then what sign do I have? Well, you always want to pick the number with the greater absolute value. That's something that we use when we're adding and subtracting integers. And so the greater absolute value is going to be the 170 right here. And so your number is going to be negative. Now what we're comparing is 20f is equal to negative 180. And this is another principle of integers. And I'll go ahead and draw this little diagram. You might have seen the diagram inverted, which however way you've seen it, that's completely okay. So what you're going to do is you put plus down here and you're going to put two negative signs right there. And then we're just going to circle what you see. And we get here that there's a negative 180 and a positive 20. So our answer has to be what's left over, which is negative. And so we divide both sides by 20. Remember, just like the justice of God, he's got to give it to all sides. And it's f is equal to negative 180 divided by 20, which is going to be negative 9. And one of the things that I really like about solving equations is that you can take the answer that it is that you solve for, or you can use your multiple choice questions and you can plug it in to the original equation. And what that reminds me of is 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15, where it says, be prepared to give an answer for why you believe what you believe. And I stand behind that answer. This has been Mr. Williams with Math Minutes. And as I always say, spread the gospel, not gossip.